When it comes to donations, I do have a pay box on my website. I don't actually like taking money from people because then all of a sudden there's kind of this expectation that you're kind of expecting a regular product that I can't necessarily deliver. I make games as fast as possible, as soon as possible, but kind of when money changes hands, all of a sudden I feel awkward about taking money. So when it comes to donations, I really prefer taking like old games, old consoles that you might have that you don't mind parting with. I don't like people going out and buying stuff for me, although, I mean, there's a lot of really great fans who have been willing to do that. I just feel a little uncomfortable doing that. So really, like, if there's anything you don't mind parting with and you would like to donate it in the hopes that I might review it later, by all means, send me a message, I might get back to you, and we can talk about it. I'll take money, I'm not too proud, but really the best way to help me, if you're trying to help me, is the actual physical donation of stuff, or trying to find me a better job. If you know somebody who needs a guy who reviews bad video games, or you need somebody who needs like a reporter or a journalist, that's kind of what I would like to get into, is kind of a journalism gig. If you know somebody, I'm willing to talk, I'm willing to move. I'm still living in my house, which is really depressing. I have a job as an editor for a place that does safety regulations. Not a big fan of that job, but it's work. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't leave them if something better came along. So I did try applying for other places, like, you know how CNET has a lot of reviewers, GameSpot, PC Gamer. I actually thought I had a pretty good contact that could get me at least an interview or a talk with the editor of PC Gamer. That didn't go nearly as well as I would have hoped. They never really took me seriously when I asked them about employment or freelance reviews. They just kind of went, yeah, whatever, we get a lot of applications, we might look over your stuff. Basically meaning is, yeah, here's our freelancer guidelines, if you send us something, we'll put it in the crank file, and if we really need to fill space in, we might look at it. So that didn't go nearly as well as I hoped. And there aren't really that many gaming magazines out there. So a lot of people think I'm successful because I have a lot of subscribers. Thing is, though, this doesn't pay. There's no money in it. The job I have with Knights at the Dinner Table, I'm actually very blessed that they're willing to pay me anything, because there's really not that much money in the business of, you know, game reviewing. It's very rare that there's any kind of real success. It's kind of like acting. You know, acting, there's a lot of actors make a lot of money, but for the most part, almost no actor is able to live off the process of acting. You know, if you're actually making a regular salary and are able to live off acting alone, you're very lucky. Same thing with kind of journalism. If you have a regular staff position as a journalist, that's very rare. Most of the time you're just writing freelance reviews, you're getting 3 to 6 cents a word. That doesn't add up to something you can live on. So most of the time, I mean, this is a side hobby, I'm not very successful at it. Like I said, there's not a lot of money in it. So, you know, if you know somebody who is willing to throw a lot of money to like an aspiring, untested, unqualified, unpublished writer for the most part, hey, I'm listening. You know, if you got a lot of money you're willing to throw, I'll write a comic, I'll write reviews, I'll write a screenplay, I'll write your TV show. But until then, there's really not much you can do. Now, if you're actually curious about contacting me, or you want to see more of the stuff I've done, really the best way is to follow the link at the end of all my videos, thespoonyexperiment.com. I put that there for a reason, is because the easiest way to reach me really is on my message boards there. And I've also put most of the videos I have very conveniently organized in one place, and the message boards are a very cool place to contact me. And if I'm ever going to answer any messages, it would probably be on the message board, where I would be kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, where I'd answer a question and everyone else would be able to see it. So really that's the best way. And not to mention, there's also a link to a store I have down there where I have t-shirts and you know, mouse pads, very, very cafe press type stuff, only I use a place called Printfection. And so there's this great artist who's donated a lot of his spare time and effort to creating designs for shirts. And these shirts are kind of inside jokes for the reviews, and pretty much no one would understand them but you if you saw them. Like, there's a giant Dizzy Gillespie t-shirt There's naked zombie Sean Connery type stuff, and it's worth a look if you're interested in the shirts. And I don't really make much profit off those things at all. It's like $1 a shirt, so you're pretty much getting them at list price, and they're a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that kind of swag, check it out.